Hello everyone, I'm Sean, alright, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. Pow! And today we've got some pre-workout to try. So this is from Applied Nutrition, it's the brand. I bought this from T Nutrition in Liverpool. I ordered it online. They had an offer on where if you spend over £30 on Applied Nutrition, they'll give you a free can of their pre-workout and a free shaker. So I'm going to be looking at 4 different flavours of the cans and 1 flavour of the tub. Yeah, it's something else that I noticed. Applied Nutrition are from Knowsley, so they're fairly local. So these cans, 330ml, and they've got 200mg of caffeine in them. So we're looking at 67mg per 100ml, thereabouts, just under. So it's over twice as much caffeine per 100ml as anything from Monster or Rockstar. It's over 50% more caffeine per 100ml than Rain, because that's 40mg per 100ml. This is 67. So, oh, that smells very fruity and sweet. It's fruit candy flavour. I don't know what I expected. It smells like, to be honest, it smells like how I wanted the Bang Rainbow Unicorn to smell like, you know, like fizzy rainbow belts, those sorts of sweets. It smells really good. Cheers. Oh, it tastes like rocket lollies. Yeah, I think that's what it reminds me of. Rocket lollies. It tastes like those. Oh, that's incredible though. I think I paid. Today we're going to try the powder cherry cola flavour. So I'm expecting this to give quite a pump. So when I bought this, I got this shaker for free. I have been using it in the meantime. So you've got the detachable motor here. I've had this sat in the fridge full of water. You've got the rubber base here, and you've got 2 batteries in there. I've got my rechargeable ones in there. So I've got a level scoop. You could probably see it. So it's mixing that up nicely there. Just keep going for a few seconds. I've been having G Fuel in this in the mornings. It's been wonderful. So, you know, with G Fuel it tends to settle out. You know, once it's mixed, it starts to settle out before you drink it, just like that. That's all you need, and it's mixed up again. So, oh, that smells good. That smells like a good cola flavour. I like that a lot. That cola flavour is amazing. It's a really lovely, intense, sour cola flavour. As for the performance of the powder, now the taste was phenomenal. The performance, it was weird. I don't know if it's because I've not been doing my workouts regularly for a while, but it felt like it took a while to ramp up, and it wasn't until towards the end of the workout I was feeling the full effects of it. But on the other hand, it didn't have a massive drop off afterwards. A lot of the time, it's a race to get your workout finished before you get the crash from some of these pre-workouts if you neck the whole thing before you start the workout and don't have anything during. This one, the coming down from it was nice and smooth. I felt tired afterwards, but you go into it. It didn't crash very hard at all. So it was sort of a clean, slow ramp up and a clean, slow ramp down, and that is going to be perfect in a lot of situations. For most workouts, most of the time, it's going to be my go-to going forward. To be honest, there's nothing else that I've felt has been that effective, that good tasting, and without the crash. I find the most effective pre-workouts I've had have just had such a crash after them. Things like the VPX Bang powder and Pump HD. BSN NO Explode, I tend to have to double or even triple scoop that to get it to work well enough for me, but then the crash on that is unreal. I was impressed with the performance of it, that's what I'm trying to say. So all we're doing now is just tasting these other 3 cans. Orange Burst, smells like a nice clean orange. I mean, these taste as clean as the C4 ones, but they've got much higher concentration of caffeine. They've got the same amount of caffeine, but in a smaller can. So it's impressive. Cheers. This one's quite sweet. There's sourness there. Still very nice and surprisingly clean in spite of that sweetness. We'll try this grape soda. It smells of the KA grape. It's that same grape flavour you get in the Monster Lewis Hamilton, the one that a lot of people don't recognise as a grape flavour because it's this sort of artificial American sort of grape flavour. Yeah, it smells like that. Cheers. I think without having them side by side, you might struggle to tell it apart from the KA grape, which, considering the amount of caffeine in it, the fact it's sugar-free, and it's pre-workout and there's no caffeine in the KA grape and it's loaded with sugar, I think that's a very strong showing. I don't think you could say any better than that for it. Alright, so we're finally down to the last can of all black everything from Applied Nutrition. Blue Lagoon is the last flavour. I had a look on their own website, which seems pretty good. They do free shipping on everything, but then so do T Nutrition. So it smells like a really, really nice blue raspberry flavour. It smells a lot like the Rain Razzleberry, but it smells sort of brighter, if that makes sense. Smells fruitier. It smells less sticky. See how it tastes. Cheers. That's incredible. It's sour, fruity, sweet, maybe a little bit sticky tasting. It doesn't taste quite as candied as the Rain one, but I prefer that. I've been really impressed with all of these flavours. I think this is one of the nicest blue raspberry flavours I've had, to be honest. £2 for a smaller can could potentially be a bit of a hard sell, but the flavours are exceptional, and it's got as much caffeine as the cans of Rain, and they were £2 when they first came over here. It's just, psychologically, you think, I'm getting less of a drink. It's a 330ml can. If you see this on any sort of special offer, I'd say 10% off is going to be worth trying it. 20% off or more, or if there's an offer like when I got it with the free shaker, it's going to be worth getting a couple of 6-packs of these. I think they're excellent. I'll definitely be buying it again. Even at full price, I'll be buying it occasionally, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out at T Nutrition and Applied Nutrition's own websites for some special offers. But I can see myself, when I order from T Nutrition, just chucking a 6-pack of these in for an extra £12. This and the fruit candy flavour are exceptional, and even the grape and the orange flavour, I think they're really good flavours. I just really prefer this blue raspberry and the fruit candy. And it's not, even though it is in the can more of an energy drink and slightly less of a pre-workout, I wouldn't be drinking this as a daily energy drink generally, unless I was doing a workout with the beta-alanine in it, because that sort of makes my skin, I know different people react to it differently, but myself and a lot of people who are sensitive to it, it'll make your skin flush and a bit itchy. And if you're doing a workout, that sort of, it feels like it helps. It feels like that's an effect, and it helps, and it gets you in the mindset and pumps you up and stuff. But for just drinking casually, if I need to concentrate on something, that's going to be a distraction more than anything. So it's not going to be, it's never going to be a daily thing. It's never going to replace sort of Monster or coffee on a daily basis. But for the days I'm working out, it's going to be a nice alternative to powders. But then, having said that, the cherry cola flavour was phenomenal, and that's probably what I'm going to be going for most of the time. I suppose when the gyms are open up again, it might be more convenient to have these cans. But yeah, it's compelling. I've never felt like any of the other cans, apart from the C4, have really sort of been enough to make me think maybe I would have them instead of powders, or maybe I'd have them instead of Monsters. But this and the C4, I think, are pretty exceptional in terms of performance, but more importantly flavour, because if you just wanted performance, you could just buy powders for the things that you need and the things you know work for you, and just mix them and just drink them, and it doesn't matter what they taste like. Anyone who says it doesn't matter what the flavour's like, who still buys some sort of branded formula with a flavour, you know, you have to take what they're saying with a pinch of salt. I think that they're enjoying the flavour. For me and a lot of people, is a big aspect of it, and it's more of a ritualistic experience than an actual sort of this will improve my performance thing. It's that entire ritual and looking forward to doing the workouts. So it's more the psychological benefit of it for me personally, is what makes a bigger difference, and that the flavours are a really big part of that. So this is ideal for me in a lot of ways. Yeah, I think that concludes the video. I think there'll be two versions of this video. I'll put a full version, because if I don't cut things down, then this video is going to be something like 40 minutes. So I'll have a version where I've cut things down and tried to get it to about 10 minutes, and then we'll just have the full version in the description of that video to save me sort of posting it twice. So yeah, if you want to watch me talk for 40 minutes about this, if you're not bored by the 10 minutes you'll have already sat through by this point, then check out the 40 minutes. I know some people like seeing the longer videos where I'm rambling and getting distracted and repeating myself, and other people would much prefer they were a bit more condensed. But I think this one especially, that there's a lot of things that I'm repeating with having filmed it in segments, so I'll do my best to have a condensed version of this one, but I don't want to have footage and content that I'm not using. So even if no one watches it, I'll just upload the full version and just slap that in the description as an unlisted video. But yeah, thanks to Trevor at T Nutrition for sending me all of the flavours. He didn't have to, you know. I bought a pack of 6 and it wasn't a variety pack or anything, and it said 1 free can, but he sent me a can of each flavour for the sake of doing this video, so thanks very much for that. And thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Look forward to the gyms reopening, which should be fairly soon. With when this video is going to be live, that should be happening fairly soon. So yeah, hopefully this might be useful, and some other people will enjoy these as much as I have. But thanks very much for joining us. See you next time. Cheers.